What's up, guys? Nate the Boss here, back with another Packer Reactions video. And today I'm going to be doing my Packer reactions to Packers versus Panthers. So the Packers win very ugly today, 33-30 against the Carolina Panthers. You know, I thought we were on the very verge of a very pitiful collapse. That was almost probably one of the most pitiful, almost a very pitiful collapse. It could have been a very pitiful collapse. I will say that. So, I mean, you probably know the three words that are going to come out of my mouth, so be prepared for that. So let's talk about the offense today. Jordan Love played a phenomenal game. That game today was just phenomenal. It was very phenomenal. And I can't stop saying that enough because I know it was against the Panthers, but still, against an NFL defense that is very, very good. I think Jordan Love is starting to prove that it might be the guy for Green Bay moving forward. I mean, especially with a makeshift receiving core. I mean, no Luke Musgrave, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, and then Dontavian Wicks went down. I mean, Jordan Love really prevailed in this game. Although the offense didn't have a lot of the rocket fuel in the second half, I think, especially that final drive, although I really do think it was a very shitty-ass Mike McCarthy kind of like play call, but, I mean, Romeo Doubs just came down with that. That's just how good Romeo Doubs is. But looking at the replay, I think it was like really close from it getting called incomplete. And oh my God, I mean, that was just a terrible play call. I think it was a really bad play call to begin with. I think we should have just gotten the first down and just gone with a play to just get us a first down in the first place. But at the end, that dime by Jordan Love to Tucker Kraft right at the end. Oh man, that was a dot. That was a dot between two defenders. I mean, not very many quarterbacks have the guts to throw that ball. I mean, that is just incredible. And today on offense, it was really good. Although we did have some fluky drives at times, and when we punted. And speaking of punting, Daniel Whelan is the worst punter ever. He's shit. He is ass. He is ass. He is just ass. He is just an ass punter. Especially that one punt after he went 3-and-out after giving up the touchdown where they went for two and then they got called back for holding the drive after that was just a terrible punt. I know it's a human kicking the ball, but still, I mean, he's just been bad all season. I saw one of the graphics and he ranks 34th in net yardage this year. That is just bad. That is just bad. I think it's the Gunners and maybe it's him. I think part of it is him. Some of it's the Gunners. I think the Gunners get down there pretty quickly because he kicks it short every single time. So I think we're going to have to find someone with a better leg. Hell, maybe even Marquette King. But I don't know how good he is for 2024. So we'll have to see about that. Running the ball today. Very well designed for the game plan. I mean, we fed Aaron Jones the ball a lot today, and that's what the offense we should be running moving forward, is just giving the ball to Aaron Jones. I mean, he's one of our most dynamic players, and I think, you know what, to be honest, I think that next year will be our last year with him because he is under contract until 2024. A.J. Dillon, he's going to be gone next year. I guarantee it. Because I feel like he hasn't really done really well. Because, I mean, he's a very indecisive ball carrier. He doesn't have the burst of speed that Aaron Jones has. I think he's more of a power guy, especially when you're 250 pounds and you're more prone to tripping over yourself. But very, very solid performance by the offense today, although there were some shitty-ass play calls at times. But Jordan Love got the job done at the end of the day. So this is probably going to be the bad part of the rant. God, this can't happen, especially against the Panthers. You can't let them get close enough where you're just playing soft coverage, leaving the middle of the field wide open, and just getting eaten alive in coverage. I mean, DJ Chark had 2 touchdowns. I mean, and we only sacked him, like, I don't know, once or twice today. I mean, okay, how many blitzes did we bring today? That rushed at least 5 guys, probably like 4 or 5 times. That's pathetic. That is pathetic. My gosh. Sometimes the NFL is just kind of just a weird world where your defensive coordinator is terrible. So, time to say the 3 words. Fire Joe Barry. I don't know why we didn't fire him in the first place. I don't know why Matt LaFleur's sticking with him. Because you look at those 2 drives where the Panthers just like, whoop, marched right down the field. Okay, we kind of got lucky on that holding penalty, to be honest, but still, that can't happen. That cannot happen. It just can't. It just can't happen. It can't happen. It cannot happen by any means. That just can't happen. Where a rookie quarterback who's been playing like shit all season, okay, he was the first overall pick. I feel like he would have a lot of potential, but he's just, I mean, to the freaking Panthers. Okay, I'm not gonna start screaming today, mainly because we won. If we somehow lost this game, I would be really, really upset. And I mean, the offense is never the fault. I mean, these last few games, okay, the offense, they're not really too much of a fault, especially the last 2 games. I mean, Jordan Love has been playing phenomenal, but the defense is just getting bad. I thought things would change with Jair today, but he gets burnt like toast. In that secondary, burnt like toast. Even with Eric Stokes, and I mean, we haven't really been at full strength all season. And, Rasul Douglas, I mean, he got traded mid-season, but I feel like that was good for the locker room because I feel like Rasul Douglas was kind of an asshole in the locker room, and he just wasn't really much of a disciplined player. Especially that instance that he had in the Week 18 game against the Lions. Yeah, that's the game I'm talking about. God, just that was just way too close for comfort. I thought if we just got to stop after that touchdown to Romeo Doubs, I thought the game was over. But Joe Barry, I feel like Joe Barry is just that one guy who just wants to sabotage the team. And I mean, I could probably just go on forever about how bad the defense was today. I mean, they were just getting cooked. They were just getting cooked like eggs out there. I just couldn't stand it. I couldn't. And not only that, I'm still a little, of course I'm frustrated at the defense, but I'm even as a team, like, overall, I'm really, really pissed at the Colts and the Titans because they couldn't get the job done today. Okay, the Vikings did. I mean, that game, it kind of doesn't really matter too much because we're playing the Vikings next week. So we're going to really have to win that game anyways if we're going to make the playoffs. So, right now, the standings don't really matter, per se. I feel like, and I'm just really upset at the Titans defense at the end. I mean, I wasn't watching the game, but I just saw they got a touchdown. I'm like, oh my God, that was the one game. That was the one game the Seahawks could lose. Just given how close it was, and actually, okay, the Titans offense is mid, but God, that was the one game to lose. And the Titans defense just had to become the Joe Barry type defense. God, man, just that. I'm more angry at that than the Packers sneaking by with a win. I am more angry at that. I will say that. And I'm angry at the Colts too because they couldn't beat the Falcons, and the Falcons had the head-to-head tiebreaker against us. But okay, looking at the Seahawks schedule, I feel like it seems pretty reasonable for the Seahawks to win out. So I feel like the Rams have to win. The Rams have to lose at least one game. One of those two teams lose one game, and the Falcons just lose for good measure, and we're okay. But if the Seahawks lost today, I'm like, okay, there is a glimmer of hope. But I feel like there isn't really much of a glimmer of hope right now. Because based on how bad our defense played today, I mean, the offense, yeah, they did everything they could to win. So I will give Jordan Love in the makeshift receiving core a lot of credit, and Aaron Jones too, in the offensive line opening up holes. But just whenever A.J. Dillon was in, our offensive line was ass. I can't really blame the offensive line too much. But, oh my God, I am the most angry at a win right now. Just based on, the playoff situation right now. That is the only reason why I'm upset. Because the Colts and Titans couldn't get the job done. And I was really sick of the 3-4-man rush bull crap. And especially at the end there. I mean, you're supposed to be protecting the sidelines. And I mean, you might need some coverage over the middle of the field. But the Panthers were this close. They were this close from getting the spike off in time. Well, the refs said that they got the spike off in time. Okay. They got the spike off in time, but then the ball fell incomplete. I mean, no, I shouldn't say that. The ball didn't hit the ground before time expired. That is why we won, barely. And if the game went into overtime and Carolina got the ball, bad shit would have went down. I'm just saying that right now. I'm just saying that bad shit probably would have went down. But, I mean, at the end of the day, a dub's a dub. I mean, the offense played phenomenal, but just the defense was just terrible again. And I do not want this to happen in the last two games. Whether or not we make the playoffs, I mean, fire Joe Barry. Just fire Joe Barry. I mean, I'm not going to scream it this time because I don't feel like screaming is very warranted. But just the soft coverage BS, 4-man rushes, and cornerbacks getting burnt like toast. I mean, that's just inexcusable. And not having Darnell Savage and Devondre Campbell. I mean, okay, yeah, those guys are some key parts of our defense, but that should not excuse the poor performance by our defense today. But I feel like Matt LaFleur is still going to give some bullshit excuse about why the defense was so bad today. But I felt like we could have won by a lot more if Joe Barry wasn't our defensive coordinator. I'm just saying. So, at the end of the day, dub's a dub. Where do we go from here? Well, I mean, of course, fire Joe Barry. Well, Matt LaFleur said he's not going to fire him this season. So he better do it right after the first day, right after the season's over, whether or not we make the playoffs. Because it's got to happen. I mean, I would have preferred if he did it on Monday. I would have preferred if he did it last Monday, December 18th. That is. Still, I still don't get. I don't know if he's sabotaging the team or I don't know if it's on the players or not. I just really do think it's a lot Joe Barry, and maybe Matt LaFleur is a part of the problem. So, I mean, this rant's getting to 15 minutes. I mean, I should probably wind it down. I probably would say more. If you guys have any other comments, just drop a comment down below. So, anyways, I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas. And I really hope we can get some help moving forward and win these final 2 games and hopefully make the playoffs, because I don't want to be watching the playoffs not rooting for the Packers for the second straight year, because I already did that in 7th and 8th grade. And, well, it was kind of just a misery to watch. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Merry Christmas. Schöne Weihnachten. Feliz Navidad. And go Pack Go. Oh, and like and subscribe. Go Pack Go.